Okay, everybody, how you doing? Welcome or welcome back to Jimmy's First Gen Mini Rescue. I'm Jimmy, and again, not a mini. This is part 2 of the trailer hitch installation for this 2014 Subaru Forester. I'm going to read the fortune and then show you what I got going on. Because I did some pre-work, but not a lot of work. Anyway, it says, you are filled up with a sense of urgency. Be patient or you may end up confused. So you're filled with a sense of urgency, but be patient. You may end, okay. So basically, slow down, take your time. Don't feel like you got to rush. Take your time, think things through, be patient, and should go smooth as butter. That's what I'm hoping for here. So we'll get into it. But so earlier, the other video about the installation, I installed the electrical outlet in the back corner of the Subaru, and it's in the tray underneath here where the spare tire lives, or they got a space anyway. So this is the hitch I'm going to show you that I purchased for this car, and it came with a hardware kit, which I have to go get, but I'll show you the hitch itself and explain what I have to do. Okay, this is the hitch itself. It's a draw tight hitch, and as you can see, I have my jack here. I'm going to be putting the hitch on the jack to hold it up in place, since I'm out here by myself. Now also in the kit, the hardware kit, there's a bag here. It came with the carriage bolts. There's 6 carriage bolts like that, and each carriage bolt has a I don't know, it's like a lock that fits also inside the frame of the car, and then you pull the bolt through, and when you go to tighten it, this won't turn, so that the you can tighten up on the bolt. And you get 6 of these wires here. I hope you can see those, that you have to fit together, and I'm going to show you how it goes here. You put and then you screw the bolt onto the wire. And now when you're under the car, you feed this through, and then you pull everything through like that. So I pre-assembled all 6 of those, but I just to show you, but I did that sitting in the house watching news last night. The instructions here, you need a 10mm to take the heat shield off. I got an extension, use the gun here. I've got a pry tool to get the plugs out. Also, you got to take the hanger, what do you call that? The exhaust hangers. There's 3 of them that need to come loose so you can lower down the exhaust to get it out of your way. And I have a special tool, let's see, that I got online, Amazon, not sponsored. However, this should make that easier, but of course you could just use WD-40 and a pry bar, get it out of your way. What else? That's it, really. So I'm going to get under here, and initially I'm going to drop the muffler exhaust system, just let it hang. I'm going to use a strap, a tie down strap, just to hold it so it doesn't go too far down, and it'll support it. And then yeah, we'll get under there and I'll show you all of that. But it's hot outside. If y'all are working outside, be careful. Here, let me see here. It's hot outside. If you're working outside, be careful, stay hydrated, and just like last time, I got my #1 fan with me, so I'll be all right. Anyway, so let me get up under here and move the jack out of the way, because I'm gonna put the strap down, and you'll get under here with me. We'll both be dirty, so let's get under the car. Let's start with that one, but I see my differential is leaking here, so I'm gonna have to address that. Let's see what we got here working with. Okay, I got the aluminum heat shield off. It's just 4 10mm bolts, and you just take it off. You got to cut this in order to put the bracket on the subframe there. So it tells you where to cut, and it kind of shows you in the instructions. However, I just held mine up to where it would go and drew it out, an outline with my black Sharpie. I don't know if you can see the line, but it's like there and there. And you could use 10 snips, of course, if you have 10 snips. You know, I don't want to go through all that. I got an all-purpose blade in my jigsaw. I couldn't find my regular safety glasses, so I'm using these goggles. So I don't want any of the metal shards. I know I'm gonna look goofy, but that's okay. I'll still be able to see, and I'll see if you're talking about me. But anyway, I'm gonna do this here. Knock this out. I got a different blade. The metal is so flimsy. It's just so hard to... Okay, the next steps are to take these 4 plugs out. There's a plug up here. Oh, my arm's in the way. There's a plug here, and then 4 other plastic plugs, 3 other plastic plugs. There's 4 on each side. I got to remove all 4. I got a pry tool for that. And it's just as simple as sticking the pry tool, popping them out. They're not going to be reused, so there we go. And one more. There we go. I'll pick them up later. I'll get the ones on the other side as well. Okay, the next part I'm going to show you is from the driver's side of the car. This is forward. This is the first hole forward, and then the other 3 are aft, going backwards. These are the 3 that the hitch is going to bolt to. And if you remember the wiring, the wire, the nut, and the little thing, I'll show you how that works. You stick the end in here, and you work it all the way down. and you're gonna have to feel for it in the holes. No, it's not that hole. Okay, I got it out the first one. Now the thing is, you stick the square piece in first and let it fall, and now you manage the bolt through. Just let it go, and then you push the bolt through. Now you pull it all. Okay, that's the first one. Leave this hooked up. Leave the wire hooked up. Now I got to do that for all 6. There's 3 on each side. So I'll be back. Okay, just so you know, I got all 3 on the passenger side car, which is above the muffler. And I'm going to take you over to the driver's side. There's all 3 there. I know it's dark, but they're there. So now once you have those bolts pulled through, the next step is to put the shield back on. And I'm going to put this one plug back in, which is here. And I'll put the one plug on both sides, so it'll be here back in, and the other one up there back in. And then I'll put the shield on. 3 bolts. You don't need to see it. I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, I got the heat shield in place. It's all tightened down. The next step is to actually put the tow hitch in place. What I'm going to do is use my floor jack as an assistant, lift it up close, and then I'm going to run the ends of each of these wires that are still on the ends of the bolts here. Run the wires through the corresponding hole on the hitch, and that way I know they'll line up, and then I'll just keep going and lift the floor jack until it's in place. So you might not see well because there's not a lot of light under here, but I'll show you what I can. I have to torque them down to 50 psi. However, there's I want to use some Loctite also. Those washers on there, they're kind of lock washers. I'm also going to take them off one at a time and put some Loctite and put them back. But you don't need to see that. Just know that I did it. Yeah, so, and I'll periodically check them, of course, like maybe once every 2 months or once after I tow, I'll check them, or before I tow, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna, let's see. Well, no, I gotta put the muffler back. But it's just 3 hangers, you don't need to see that. So my torque wrench is up here somewhere. But, okay. Let me pose this philosophical question here. My daughter and I was discussing this. Our brain age versus our body age. Now, my body's been living 60 years. I know that. But my brain makes me think I'm like 45. I don't know. What do you think? You tell me. Because my brain says, oh, you could just hop down, do all this stuff. My body says, dude, you're 60. So I don't know which one is right. Anyway, it was just a conversation between me and my daughter. All right. Oh, no, not so bad. With filming and trying to get you guys the best views I can, it took me just under 2 hours, 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think if I wasn't filming, just working straight for me, it'd probably be about an hour. Oh, I'm standing in front of the hitch. You can't really see it, but I'll adjust the camera so you can see it. But yeah, so I added my 50-pound clicks with my torque wrench, and right now all I'm gonna do, I put the 3 muffler hangers on. Did them by hand. They were not that hard. I hate working with gloves, so that's why my hands are dirty. Anyway, so this tool is a great tool. Again, it's the to get the rubber isolators off of your muffler and system. I used this orange pick that I got from Harbor Freight, not sponsored. Stuck it in the hole when I was running the wires through the channel on the frame, and I would see the wire and I would just hook it and pull it through. That made it a whole lot easier. I also had this this little screw grab thing just in case that didn't work, but the pick tool worked. So if you don't have one, you can get them at Harbor Freight for like $2 for a 4-pack, and it really worked. All right, so that's it. I'm closing this one out. I'm gonna drive off the ramps. I gotta investigate why my rear differential is leaking. It's probably one of the, or both of the seals where the axle goes in. So that I'll have to order the seals, or we'll see what we do. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take the fill plug open, take the fill plug out, and I'm gonna fill it, make sure it's full. But I gotta do that flat on the ground. I can't do that on the ramp. But I'm gonna make sure it's full. And it seems like if it's just been dripping, I know it wasn't dripping when I did change the rear axle shafts or even the drive shaft. It wasn't dripping then. So, but you know, time, age, that kind of thing, mileage, you know. So, but we'll get that sorted. I don't know if it'll be worth the video, but we'll get it sorted. Anyway, that's it for the Subaru. Let's show you the end result down here. Let's see here. Get a light. It's sitting centered. And so there you have it. It's under there. It's plenty of room. It's tucked under deep enough so that when you walk by the back of the car, when you walk by the back, you're not going to hit anything unless there's a hitch, unless there's a actual tow hitch in there. Then you got to be careful. But we will only put it in when we're actually going to tow. So anyway, that's it. I'm closing up shop. Thank y'all for watching. I know it's a Subaru segment, but you know, I got to maintain these too. So all right, I'll see y'all on the next one, and have fun with your Subarus when you can tow something. Or even if you're just putting bicycle rack on there, whatever. Or those extender baskets. You know, anything you can use a hitch for. It doesn't have to be a trailer. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. See you next time, and thanks for watching.